Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about this connection, why it's not emotional, why your twin or the masculine says, I don't have any feelings for you, why they say I don't want a relationship with you. And this is off the back of a comment that I just read very recently. So I want to touch on that. But before I delve into that, I also just want to touch on another comment which was about starting up social media for themselves. So I want to tap into that one as well, just to give you some reassurance. So welcome, I'm Kathleen from Awakening Meraki. So let's talk about the social media one first for the lovely person that put that comment up. Go for it, absolutely, do it. Always check in on your intention when you're posting. Is it for you or is it to get attention? If it's for you and it's your purpose, deep dive in your soul draws you into purpose. And if you're called to set this up, then go for it. And, you know, the ego might jump in every now and then, but just be really mindful that you're doing this for you. You're doing it because it's your soul's purpose. So absolutely, it's not addictive energy. It's when you're choosing it for you and it's to elevate you and it's your purpose, that is not coming from ego. That is not coming from I need attention. That's certainly not addictive energy either. So you want to get out of the fear of that, because the thing is that you need to get to a place energetically where you can just live your normal life, right? And you're no longer in fear of, but what if I post this? You want to get out of all that fear. You want to get to a place where you're living for you, you're making choices for you, you're showing up for you. You've got beautiful, balanced masculine energy that's showing up for you so that you can then get into flow and do what you want to do on social media. It's a very different energy. So definitely go ahead, thrive, glow, shine your light however you need to. Okay, so back to the other comment, which was my masculine says they don't have any feelings for me. And it's just a load of BS for starters, but it's not feelings that they're feeling. It's not the feelings that we typically identify. You know, that butterfly feelings, that giggly stuff. That is still fear-based energy, and it's short term. You think about it. We meet somebody, for an example, or we start a new job, and we have this honeymoon phase. And we don't just have that with a relationship. You can have that with a friendship. You can have it in the job. You can have it in so many areas. But that honeymoon phase is short term. It's duality at its best because it's not balanced energy. And what your masculine is pushing you back to is to you. Stop looking for the masculine to share their feelings with you, because it's not going to happen while you seek it. This connection is about your soul. Your masculine needs to feel your soul energy, not your emotional feelings. They come from fear-based energy. You are not those. Those are temporary emotions that we have in 3D. Okay? The soul is stable, it's consistent, it's quiet, it's tender, it's beautiful energy. It's not this up and down stuff, which is the duality, right? So we can swing from happy to sad. If you swing to happy, you will get to a point where the emotions swing back to sad. Why is that? Because we operate under the 7 Hermetic principles, and whatever swings to the right, the pendulum, it must swing back to the left. You are getting out of all of these highs and lows so that you can be more balanced, more stable, and that's what balanced energy is. Your masculine can't come in when you are in those temporary emotions. Soul energy is not temporary. Okay? So the happy, the sad, the love bombing, the all of that sort of stuff I'm not talking about your masculine here, I'm just talking in general, is temporary. They are temporary feelings. You think about a relationship where you have been, you're just all giggly and it's just lovely, and then a few months down the track it's just not quite the same, right? We have these fluctuations in soulmate connections. Yes, we do. I'm not comparing. Well, I am, in the sense of this is not that connection. Okay, you don't fluctuate with these once you're in soul energy. You learn to become the observer, which is soul energy, and it's getting out of the fluctuations. And you don't want to be in those, highs and lows, because they're just actually quite uncomfortable. This is about you. Your masculine, that if you keep approaching this from the physical, this is the other thing I would say to that person and anyone else along these lines. If you keep going to the masculine and seeking for that validation, they are not going to give it to you, because this journey is about you validating yourself. You don't need your masculine to share their feelings with you. And while you're in that push energy, they simply cannot, because this is the dance of the one soul. It's not a relationship like we know it. You must remove the word relationship and come into, this is a reunification of the one soul on 3D. It's deep, it's beautiful, it's intimate, and it's deeply sacred. It is not like anything else that we can have with anyone else. So you've got to come into a place where you stop looking for the masculine, because the true masculine is not actually out there. The true masculine is you, but you just have a physical representation of that masculine in another body. But ultimately, it's you. It's your inner masculine. So you need to show up for you. You need to validate you. You need to honor who you are. You need to have good rhythm, good boundaries, good structure in your life, so that your beautiful feminine energy can come online and she can really just glow and blossom and get creative and harness her spiritual aspects of herself and create abundance in her life, create a phenomenal life for yourself. That's what this journey is about. So no, they're not going to validate it. Not while you're in the mind, let's put it that way. They can't and they won't. You must be in soul. You do not connect at the mind, you connect at soul. This is a proper soul connection, and it's beyond this 3D. And that is why the 3D temporary emotions don't fly in this connection, because it's a deeply sacred soul bond that you have, and it's just not of this world. That's really what it comes down to. So you have to get into soul. You have to get to know your soul. You have to get to know who you are at a soul level. This is not about the physical, it is about the non-physical. And you need to come in and cultivate a beautiful relationship with your soul, which is you. And soul will guide you, soul will orchestrate everything for you. And what you'll come into resonance with at some point is that your masculine was with you all along, and you never ever needed to go seeking. But you can't resonate with that when you're constantly looking in the 3D. And I know it's incredibly hard, but it is what it is. And we can cycle in that energy, and eventually you'll come back to this place where you're like, right, I just need to learn about this soul stuff. And why would you not? I woke up this morning and I was just lying in bed before I got up, and I thought, man, my life's so different. It's so incredibly different. And we resist this journey hugely, right? We really resist it. We're like, nah, not doing this, not signed up for this nonsense. But I look at my life and I'm like, wow, I get to go to the gym this morning. I get to then come back, record a YouTube. I've got lots of coaching clients this afternoon. I've got to go and see a specialist for my hand, and I just make the day as I want it to be. And yet I'm in abundance, I'm making a difference, I'm in purpose, I am creating pretty cool stuff for an exhibition. Don't report to anybody, don't need to be at work by a certain time, don't need to take phone calls from anyone that I particularly don't want to. Why would you not come on the journey and learn about soul? Because this is what happens. It elevates you. Your masculine, your inner masculine, is what you need to bring online to show up for yourself. Your external cannot do that for you when your internal is not doing it. They reflect back to you in the physical. Trust your soul. You don't need to go and ask about feelings. Stop seeking them, because your real masculine actually knows if you're still seeking them. You'll be very surprised what some of these masculines actually say. They know this connection. They know intuitively when you're ready in the physical and when you're not, because it's you. It's all just you. I know that's super confusing. Anyway, hope this really helps. But you need to validate you, my love. That is for anyone that's in that space. You don't need anyone to validate. Your masculine is you. Therefore, go and find that beautiful frequency of love that you are, and you will see things shift in the 3D. Sending so much love.